All right, how's it going? So I thought I'd do this video here. It's a late afternoon, early evening video. I don't know how my phone got cut off here. I think because I got interrupted from a phone call. I was doing this video in the middle of the video I was doing. Anyway, what I was saying here, it was there's not a whole lot to talk about, but I thought I'd throw a couple of videos at you. Unless you either want to hear some boring economic stuff, okay, that Congress is going through right now between the Fed, Bank, and Congress, or probably something educational. I think a lot of people are talking about educational stuff, but it's not edificational, or it doesn't have edification to it. Maybe according to the times that we, are going through right now at this point in time. So I just thought I'd tell you a little tale about Crime Doesn't Pay, featuring the rapper Casanova. Now, I've heard of the guy. I don't know the songs that he put out because I don't listen to rap like that, like I had back, in my days, okay, where they had the rappers like Jay-Z and Nas and Mobb Deep and, who else? Wu-Tang. Or if you want to go further back, like Tribe, all right, or KRS, all right. Some of the newer ones, I know who they are, okay, but it's gotten to where some of the guys now, I don't really know who they are until they get in trouble. And then there's an article pop up on my feed because they're doing stuff a lot different now, these rappers, they're coming out with a lot of YouTube stuff, and then they'll get record deals, and, they'll do it that way, okay? And then they'll be played on the radio. But nevertheless, this guy was on federal charges, okay, for like drug dealing, some distro stuff. Now let me tell you something. Anytime the federal government is looking at trying to hem you up, then you really don't have no chance. Even a lot of times your respective state, because they've been watching you so long, okay, and it's kind of like they build like a 10-foot wall, and then they'll take that wall and then they'll tug it down on you, okay, come down on you like a ton of bricks. All right, and I do understand this guy has been under trial for quite some time now, okay, about these drug charges for a few years, from what I understand. And well, he got in a big fight. It's an Essex County jail, okay? Either that's up in New Jersey or New York somewhere, all right? And this guy got slashed in the eye, all right? I mean, he got in a vicious fight. You can look at the news up there in the local news, and they'll tell you that, all right? So I just think that he's lucky to be alive. I didn't hear any reports about him being dead, but they just have the reports in house. I guess they came out public about him being slashed, a young man being slashed in the eye, and they identified that man as being that rapper Casanova with another inmate. One thing you need to understand about jail. You may be like, even in the corporate world and the real world, okay? You got a whole different structure. You have a whole different ruthlessness. In the corporate world, they don't take you out to the parking lot and blow your brains out, okay? And in the real world, okay, and so forth. So, you're going to have to gain a certain amount of status or whatever in levels, all levels, even in the jail, all right? Yet, he may be a big-time kingpin or whatever / rapper out in the real world, but in jail, it's a whole different structure, okay? You may have a structure where you may be given some responsibility, but it's a whole different, rank structure and all that in the jail. Sometimes having money and status ain't gonna always cut it. A lot of times you got to get right back in line, and be loyal, okay? Be loyal to people and earn your status or whatever, or until he gets cleared of this case, whatever that's going to be. But this guy's facing he's facing major time until he can try to prove himself innocent. Okay, that's why I say crime don't pay. I mean, it's one of the things I don't think that he's really going to. How can I say? Um, a lot of times you're going to get to control the outcome, like maybe based on the way that you do people. All right, so I just think that he probably just should have stuck to the rap in the first place. I mean, all the music is devilish anyway, but at least he was doing something legal. Okay, but he decided that he wanted to go backwards, and I think when he did that, then he set himself back. Okay, a lot of times, you know, you have to you have to choose one side or the other. You can't serve two masters. So he chose that side, and you know, those are the repercussions and that you get from it. You choose this one side, you get the benefits from that. You know, I mean, he had everything he wanted. You know, saying the name of the game is trying to get out of that situation. Okay, if you are in a situation, all right, where you were underprivileged, which I don't understand. A lot of guys are going back, are setting themselves back, and this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the outcome that you get from it. All right. So let me know what you think about this video here. All right, I got to take care of some business. Stay tuned for the next video very soon. Okay.